Took some overtime to get the time right. Had to lose a little mind to get my mind right. Finally realized, but in hindsight, you wanted the limelight. Me priority never once. You kept close but never really wasn't. I accept your lack of focus, agree with all your choices. Needed you to need me, needed you to see me. Until I found the right direction, I think my reflection would agree. Had to find a me in me.
The Short Sport by K. David Jordan.
Two went in the wall. She got out. Oh, there she goes. No wife will down.
Welcome to Black Opulence vs. Hoodrich. Give it up for your host, the one and only King, David Jordan.
Y'all know it's gonna be that type of night tonight. I hope y'all guys are ready. Y'all know it's gonna be that type of night tonight. You know what I'm saying? And so I hope you guys are definitely ready for what's about. It's going to be amazing tonight. Hello everybody. How's everybody going? I am King David Jordan. I hope everybody's having a fantastic time. And we're gonna have a good time tonight talking about what's up. I got my boy Judd in the back with me. Say hello, Judd. My brother with me, and we're gonna have a good time. Make sure you guys like. You can chat right. You can chat up there. We get to chat down at the bottom of the screen. Also, you can like, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're going live. We're simulcasting live on YouTube. We're simulcasting live on Facebook. We're simulcasting live on Twitter. We got a lot of stuff getting ready to go, John. We got a lot to talk about tonight. You ready? Y'all ready? Let's go. All right. So y'all seen the video. You guys have seen the video of everything that has been going on. You guys have seen the video of everything that has been going on, and it's kind of funny and crazy that we see the things that people have. I mean, it's something that's kind of taken over the country, right? It's something that's kind of taken over everything that we've had going on so far, and I think it's really. It's really, if you really think about it, it's really a testament to some of the things that we have. You know, like it's a testament to. Let's see, how can I say this? How can I say it and really just be like really honest about how I feel about the situation? Everybody's been asking me, pretty much, King, how do you feel about it? How do you feel about what's going on currently in the situation? And it's really it's really kind of interesting. It's really kind of interesting, right? And I have some thoughts. You guys know I have some thoughts, and I'm trying to wait till some of the numbers come up some more. And you guys know I have some thoughts on what's going on, how this is going to happen, and how this is going to affect not only what can we learn from this, also what can we get from this, right? And I have some thoughts on just some things that we can legitimately kind of just go over and see some of the things that we really can learn from the situation that we have here, okay? We really can learn from it, and what's really my thoughts on the entire situation. All right, so let's talk about what happens. Let's talk first. Let's first of all talk about what happened, okay? And so far, we've had a lot of people come in. We had a lot of people come and talk about and kind of give their perception. We see the videos. I've seen all the clips. I see so many videos. I see different angles, different perspectives from how it started to what led to the fight, to everything. So what we know is this. We know that it was a ship. They were on, I guess it was a gambling ship or drinking ship or whatever. And some people had their personal boat out there, and they were in the area that they needed to move so that the party ship could come back around. I think it's called Marriott. That's what it's called. It's crazy because I work in the Marriott. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy that it's called a Marriott, right? But so that the ship could come back around and the people could get off the boat. But for some reason, the people that owned the boat, which were our Caucasian brothers and sisters, they didn't want to move the boat, right? So that the other people could get off the boat. Now, I don't know about y'all, but paying attention to the situation, it seemed like it might have been a family reunion or a group, because they all had on like the same shirt, like the blue shirt. Y'all know how we do when we go out. When black folks go out, we always had the same shirt on. All of us have on the same shirt. It seemed like it may be the family reunion or a situation like that where they kind of all had on the same shirt. They all were dressed alike. So I'm not going to say it was a family reunion, but it was like it was a group together. It was a group of black people together, right? And I don't know about y'all, and see, this is what the white people that own the boat, our Caucasian brothers and sisters that own the boat, they understand. They don't understand is this, right? Black folks, we get on the boat. We get on the ship. We get on the ship. We get on the cruise. We get on the boat. We do all that. We get on there real quick. Real quick. But two things that gotta happen. Two things. Well, two things. One, can't be no storms. Can't be no rough seas. Right? Rough seas. And when it's time for us to get out the boat, we ready to get off the boat. You know what I'm saying? Because when we stay on the boat long, we start having flashbacks, and our DNA start having flashbacks to slavery, and then guess what? We really try to get off the, we really got a problem because we ain't got off the boat yet, right? So at the end of the day, we sitting there and we like, okay, all right, wait, we supposed to be getting off the boat, and we ain't got off the boat yet. We still on the boat. You know what I'm saying? Why haven't we docked yet? Why haven't we got off the boat? And I think that's very important to the situation that they like, hey, we supposed to get off this boat, and it ain't docked yet. And the captain and somebody sees that, hey, it's a group of our Caucasian brothers and sisters that's parked where they can't park the boat, right? They can't park the ship. They can't go dock. So, if you watch a couple of videos, and I started to put all the videos up, I want to try to make the video, this video as short as possible. I'm trying not to make it an hour video tonight. I'm trying to make it like 30 minutes. But if you see the boat and you see how it is, you actually go, there is a video where, I think it's actually a white lady that's doing the reporting, and she said, hey, we're trying to dock, we're trying to get off the ship, and they have us blocked, and the security guard is trying to get the boat to move, right? The security guard is trying to get the boat to move, and for some reason, it was some issue. Now, I did see something that the security guard did that I ain't think was kind of right, all right? Now, he did something that I didn't think is kind of right. Now, I probably would be mad, too. Because y'all know I'm going to be fair. Like, this is the thing about King Joe. And this is why some of y'all don't like me. Because y'all just want me to run with what everybody else is saying. Y'all want me to run with the company line. Well, my boy BT would say, King, stay on code. Right? That's what he said. He said, King, stay on code. Y'all want me to run with the company line. But this is the thing. I can't always run with the company line. I got to call it like I see it. I got to call it like I see it. Now, the first thing, the security guard did some things wrong. Right? Before he got jumped. He did some things wrong. Y'all gotta start looking at this and looking at it from a fair perspective. He did some things wrong before he got jumped, right? Now, we're not saying he should have got jumped. I'm just saying that he did some things wrong, and I probably would have been upset too. And this is the first thing that he did. He touched the folks' ship. Whatever you do, don't touch my stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't move my car. You don't move my boat. You don't move any of that. You don't touch my stuff. And if you go watch the video, the initial video of what happened, it looked like he did something to the ship, to their boat. And when he touched that boat, I think that's really what escalated things to go to the next level. Because he touched their ship. Now, we got some underlying factors in this thing that probably is dealing in the situation that a lot of people had talked about. Because a lot of people was like, hey, black people fight for black people, black people fight for black people. But the truth be known was, the first person that put up a weak fight to help the security guard was he was not out there by himself. He had a partner with him. The partner put in a very weak fight. Now, I gotta admit, it was a weak fight, but the white, I guess he's white, Caucasian, maybe Mexican, but he definitely wasn't black. He tried to jump in and it was like, oh, I tried. You know what I'm saying? It was a quick one. He's like, I tried. And they kind of pushed him on out the way. Now, the black guy was very adamant. He was very adamant. He was very boisterous. And you could tell he was upset. You could tell he was trying to do his job, and you know he was very demonstrative. That's how we get sometimes when we're upset, when we're mad. My people, we're known to get very demonstrative. We do a lot of talking. We start clapping. We start, pointing, and you know what I'm saying? And we talk a lot of noise. The security guy got kind of upset, you know what I'm saying? And you can see in the video, he's very demonstrative. You can hear the clapping all the way on the other side of the boat where the people are on the ship. You can hear the guy clapping on the other side. So he's kind of demonstrative, telling them that they need to move their ship. That they're telling our Caucasian brothers and sisters, that they need to move the ship. And he's demonstrative. It looks like, I don't know what's going on in the interaction between them. And, it could have been, and that's what I would really like to have the interview of both sides. Because right now we're going off the video and, sometimes videos can tell a picture. It can tell a big picture, but I still would like to hear, and I guess it's the reporter in me that would really like to hear both sides, like what happened, right? Because you want to hear both stories just to get the full kind of context of what happened. But we know from the video that the brother and deal argument, ensues about the boat, right? The brother's very demonstrative. You see our white Caucasian brothers and sisters also being demonstrative, and it's a back and forth, right? Now we see a lot of characters coming in and out to have the conversation. Like I said, it wasn't just that one security guard. It looked like he had a co-worker that was in a blue shirt that was there also trying to help him get everything lined up as far as the ships and everything. So it wasn't just a black guy that was just going out trying to do his job that was saying that these white people were wrong. They were saying our Caucasian brothers and sisters. Our Caucasian brothers and sisters was wrong. It was also another security guard, another white guy that was sitting there, and he was also telling them that they were wrong in the wrong. So we can't just say, it's the black guy, blah, 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 because I've heard some people say, well, it's just the black guy trying to tell them what to do with their boat. That's not true. It actually was a black guy and a white guy. It was another security. It was another guy that was working at the dock also. You could tell by the paraphernalia that he had on. And both of them were trying to tell them to leave the boat, to maneuver so the other boat can get in, right? Now, it escalates. Another man comes down. He argues with one guy. They walk one guy off. He argues with another guy. And the next thing you know, now this is where the problem goes. This is where it goes left. One of the Caucasian brothers and sisters, one of our Caucasian brothers, hauls off and hits the black man. The black man, in response, now this is something I saw that's very interesting. Because y'all know me, I am very much for protecting yourself. I am very much for being in the right. I am very much for being in the right. I am not for stupidity. I'm very much for protecting yourself and being in the right, right? They had no business hitting that brother. And when they hit him the first time, he didn't hit back. He threw his hat up in the air. Like to say, okay, I'm ready to get busy. Then they hit him and another guy came and they hit him and they commenced to put the beat down. Right? The Caucasian fashion, the Caucasian white wrestling group, the Caucasian white fat wrestlers, we'll call them the Carcos. Right? That's their group. That's their faction. You know what I'm saying? We got to come up with a better name for them. You know what I'm saying? The Caucasian faction commits to put the beat down on the brother like it's a wrestling situation. Like we do, like it's WWE, right? Like it's WWE. They commit to beat the foot down. Now the brother is smart. His brother do like I would do if I would get jumped. Somebody going down with me, and I'm holding them for dear life until I'm trying to hold them for dear life. Now we see other brothers run down the thing and try to break it up. Now this is what I like about the other brothers that came. Now I got to give props to them. They didn't come to try to fight. They came to the rescue and did not try to throw punches. They came to the rescue to try to help the brother stop them guys from beating the guys. I love that. I love the first guys that got there. That they come try. If you look at it, go look at the video. The first guys that got there wasn't trying to fight people. The first guys that got there legitimately was sitting there and they was trying to break up the fight. They was trying to stop the guys from beating the black guy. Right? So the first group of black guys wasn't throwing punches. They actually broke up the fight. They actually broke up the fight. Now we would love for the end there, the police to get involved and everybody get all the Caucasian boys get arrested. But that's not what happened. Okay? Now, while the guys getting beat, Now it's some misnomers and it's some rumors and it's some stuff that we can end. And one of those rumors is that black folks can't swim. One of those misnomers is that black folks can't swim. What happens is the reason why the brother is swimming, I think they say he's a 16-year-old. The reason why he's swimming is because he jumps off the boat that's supposed to have been docking. He jumps off the boat and swims to go help the brother. Now, mind you, like I said, I think they're all in a group. I think they're all in the family because a lot of them were dressed a lot. A lot of them had on their blue shirts and stuff like that. Could have been, you know what I'm saying? It could have been, Crips. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But they were all in the group. So that's why he's swimming. People are like, oh, he's swimming because he's swimming from the boat. He's seeing the man get attacked, and he's jumping in the water. There's like somebody help him. He jumps in the water, and he goes to swim. Now, they call him Aqua Bro Man. I done heard a lot. You know what I'm saying? I done heard everybody call him. I done heard everything. So he swims. That's why the young man is swimming in the water, because he's swimming from the boat that's supposed to dock to go help the brother that's getting jumped. Now, one thing I don't want you guys to misunderstand or to misquote, to think that because the severity of the situation that black guy is in, right? On a serious note, the severity of the situation the black guy found himself in is very serious. We make light of it or whatever, people make light of it, but the severity, that brother could have really got hurt. He could have died. We've seen where mobs and hoodlums and thugs jump on people and they beat them to death. So we cannot, let's first deal with the fact that that brother's life was in danger. A wrong hit, a wrong kick, he could have died. That's first and foremost. He could have died. And God blessed the ones who jumped out and took action to try to, who jumped out to action to help that young man who could have died. All right? He could have died. As a matter of fact, his co-worker, after they pushed him to the side, we didn't really see any more of him anyway. Right? He pushed to the side. So the ones who I really, really commend are the first guys who got down there, who really got there to help him, help a brother that's in a dire situation where he could have died. Now that, no Egyptians for me. That's all love for me. The young man that jumped in the water and swam across the boat, that's straight black opulence. The young man who came down off the dock, who ran down off the dock and ran down to help the brother and break up the fight, that's black opulence. All day, every day. All day, every day. All day, every day. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get to the Hoodrich. Y'all ready? Let's get to the fun part. Y'all really, I know that's really what y'all want to hear. Y'all really want to talk to the Hoodrich part. Everything after this, Hoodrich. Everything after this, everything after this, everything after this, I was like, oh, here come my people. Here come the brothers and sisters with the craziness. You know what I'm saying? Here comes the brothers and sisters with the craziness. This is what I have to say. Y'all leaving now. Come back, because y'all got to hear this. This is amazing right here. Let's get to what it is. This is what I have to say to them about the aftermath after they broke up the fight. The rest of it, I ain't mad. I'm not upset. I'm not mad at the reaction. I'm not upset. I'm with it. I'm not with it, but I understand it. I ain't mad, but the rest of it, I kind of could deal with doubt. You know what I'm saying? I could have deal with doubt. The brothers coming with the shirts off because they couldn't swim. Because y'all know why they came late. They came off the boat. They couldn't swim. They were like, man, we ain't jumping on the water. They wasn't jumping off the boat to go out there to help the brother. They couldn't swim, so they waited till to get off the boat, and they had their shirts on, so they was ready to rumble once they got their shirt off. right? And I heard people talking about, hey, they beat him from Mandela. They beat him from all the years of slavery, 200, 400 years of slavery. They beat the white boys from slavery. No, I'm not going there. I'm not going to say that. But I will say I understand it. Just, it was questionable. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. You guys can come in. Make sure you leave a comment in the comment section. We get your comments on here. If you want to come live, inbox me on Facebook, and I can get you live on the show to come in and talk with me too. But the other guys, I understood it. But this is the problem. This is what I want to tell you guys. The initial problem was this. The initial problem is this, right? I tell y'all this all the time. Let me say this before I get to the problem. All right, we do that. We go there. The initial problem is this. Everybody should go to jail. Everybody should get arrested and go to jail. Everybody should go to jail. I'm sorry. I get it. I understand it. You know what? When I was in college, right, and I was on the football team, we had a player that got jumped. We got a player that was in Jeff Kendall. If y'all remember, T5, know I'm telling the truth on this one. This is my freshman year. My freshman year, Jeff Kendall was in he was a late. He got to camp late, and we was in the hall, and it used to be like some beef between Boston Hall and Peacock Hall. Right, so Boston Hall was more the civilian. We used to call them civilians, but they were more like the non-athletes. And Peacock Hall were the athletes. So for you know how we are, just because we black and we stand in different hallways, we want to bring that hood mentality. Where this my hood, blah 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 blah. We want to bring that, and it happens in college too. So all what y'all just thinking it's an uneducated thing. No, I tell you all the time, fraternities ain't nothing but educated gangs. I done seen more fraternities jump people than I've seen regular people in the gangs jump people. Right? I'm just being honest with y'all. But at the end of the day. If they had the Peacock, we was in college and down the street, you had to walk down the curb. On they block, you had Peacock. We had a football player that ended up in Peacock Hall. Peacock Hall had some beefs with T5, and he made a call. And this is a true story. Like all the freshmen, we were all together. Me, Macy Cummins, all the freshmen was like, dude, I'll never forget. Our captain, Fred, was like, y'all better not go down there. We like, nah, man, they jumping on our boy. We finna go down there and handle that. So we walked down there. I told them, they got weapons. We got bats. We got dumbbells, bars, and everything. And we go down to Peacock Hall to get one of our guys out of the trouble, to get them out of the thing. Because they was getting ready to jump him. He's like, man, they had knocked on the door. They had him locked in his room. He couldn't come out. They was waiting for him to come out. It was like the whole hall was getting ready to jump this one guy. So I thought it was just going to be the freshmen walking down, right? But that's one thing I do like about football fraternities in general. I thought it was just gonna be the freshmen walking down, but when I turned around, it was the whole entire football team. I'm talking about the seniors and everybody came down with us, and we walked down to Peacock Hall to go get Jeff Kendall. True story. And I looked back, I said, "Oh snap, they with us." Hey, you talking about, bruh? It was crazy. Then nobody came out of the hall. Nobody came out of their room. We walked on every door. Cock. What y'all want? If you got a problem with T5, come out and let it be known. Nobody came out. Nobody came out the hall except for one person. No, maybe two. One person. The SGA president came in. And the SGA president, he's cool with us. And we were cool with him too. And I think I heard him that we did him like that. We were cool with him. He came out. He jumped out. And I can never forget, Fred tapped him and said, "Hey, man, hey, you know we cool, but this ain't the time you need to get back in the room." He got back in the room. He was like, "Hey," he said, "Man, but he's like, I ain't got no beef." He's like, we know, but this ain't the time. Get back in the room. Go back in the room. This ain't the time. Because something pop off. This has mob pop off all over it, right? We got Jeff Kendall, got him back to the room. Now this is the thing I want to tell y'all. The next day, it had gotten to the president of the university, and they were really considering. If I'm lying. T5, if you're on here if you play for Savannah State and you know I'm telling the truth, hey, come on here and comment and let them know I am telling the true story. The next day at practice, Coach McNeil, our head coach at Savannah State University, cussed us out, ran us down. I'm talking about went down on us. Cussed out Jeff Kendall, told him get his stuff, get in Peacock Hall. It's your fault because you was late, and told us we should have known better. The president, because the president got it, They were talking about kick. I'm talking about they were literally talking about, man, maybe canceling the football season. There's a lot of stuff going on. It was a crazy situation. Why? Because we came to defend one of our own, right? And what our coach, who understood what it is to be T5, our coach who understood why we went down to support our own, still had to give us, still chastised us for our actions. Still chastised us for what we did. Even though we felt like we was doing the right thing, we got chastised for it. We had to run. We had to do some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? The president of the school came out, had a conversation with us. I never forget. That's what they talked about when they had the gangster that came and they bought them automatic weapons on Savannah State. Had everybody on lock, right? We thought. I mean, it was crazy. It was a crazy situation that went down. Even though we were doing right, what we felt like was right. This is what's gonna bring me to what I'm saying, and this is why you guys get upset with me, because I'm not telling you what they did was wrong. Well, yes, I am. I'm not saying that what they did was wrong, but what I am saying is this: it's consequences. Even when you're standing for what you feel like is right, it still can be consequences. Even if you're going out to help somebody, even if you're doing what's right, it still comes. And what I've been seeing on Facebook for a lot of you, and y'all guys my age, and that's the thing that depresses me a lot of times about my people, because a lot of you guys are older than me and my age, or grew up with me, and y'all still got a young person's mentality. Y'all are the, yeah, let's fight, let's beat them now. I'm glad, shout out to the people, power to the people, and that's cool. You are that, but it's no strategy. Right? The consequences is this. People went to jail. Are we going to give money to get them out? Now I heard they heard the wrestler. We were talking about it in a second. We come up to the wrestler. I heard they got like a GoFundMe for the wrestler to get out of jail. They went there with the chair, right? Which is, I get it. I understand. But why are we so excited about us jumping people? You know what I'm saying? I'm more excited about the brothers who went there to help them and brought peace. Because guess what? Y'all, the lying premise in this whole thing is mess around and find out. Right? The lying premise in this whole thing is it's over with. But see, this is why I'm upset with a lot of you guys. Because y'all ain't, not one time, I sit here and listen. And that's why I don't go live right away. Because I want to sit here and see what you Negroes say. I want to sit here, I want to listen. I ain't one of the ones, because I know I ain't a copycat unless I agree with you. And then if I agree with you, then I'm going to link with you and we're going to say the same thing. I'm going to link with you. But if I don't agree with you, if I don't agree, I'm man enough to say, I don't agree. That's not what I think you should do, right? And this is what I didn't see from you guys, and this is what disappoints me about a lot of my African Americans, especially ones that's my age and older. They just text me talking about stay on code because guys got beat. We're not Batman. You know what I'm saying? We're not the Justice League. Somebody could have got seriously hurt. We are really blessed that it turned out the way it turned out. And when I saw it, I was like, yeah, beat them boys, until I got out of my emotions and I started thinking logically, and I said, oh, snap, all right, yeah. And I went back and I watched all the videos. He wasn't getting beat up when them guys went down there and beat them guys off the boat. I didn't even see the brother after they beat the guys off the boat. When they started to fight, when them guys got off that ship and went down there and started to fight with them white guys, I didn't even see the security guard. Either one of them. I saw some other people walk in. But everybody's excited. Oh, we beat them up. Like, that's the end of it. Right? Ain't none of y'all, not one of y'all Negroes sit up and say, hey, man, y'all need to make sure that in Alabama that y'all have a coalition set to keep everybody safe. Y'all think that these racists that jumped the black man ain't thinking in Alabama? Y'all ain't thinking they're thinking about some type of retaliation? Let me tell you, they are. It's already on Instagram. They already talk about Twitter. But you don't think. Ain't none of y'all say, hey man, let's stay safe. Hey, let's be visual. Let's keep an eye on them. Hey, let's get the NAACP down here. Hey, let's get the churches down here. Let's get together. Make sure we have a coalition to watch everybody. Ain't nobody said that. All y'all do, oh yeah, they beat somebody. We would beat it. We got best friend. Everybody talking about, oh, if you're in Atlanta, it would have happened in Atlanta too. Like, y'all act like it ain't gonna be no repercussions. Y'all act like these white folks ain't plotting to come back and hit you again. Now y'all want this war. A lot of y'all sit there say y'all want this race war, and y'all really ain't ready. I know what y'all gonna say. Oh, King, you being scary. No, I'm not. I'm being smart. I'm being logical. I'm thinking about it. And I'm thinking that if that was somebody that happened to me and my family, and I was a black man, and they jumped them, I'm thinking about how we can get them back. Y'all think that retaliation is not feasible? Y'all out here running in victory like we out of slavery, like we out of systemic racism, oh, we showed them, man, them folks are plotting. And they using their little key buzzwords to say, hey man, who was that? I just read it on Twitter. I should put his post up. I read it out on Twitter. The brother was like, the white dude was like, hey man, y'all see these black folks, they stick together and jump for theirs, not even recognizing that y'all jumped him first. Not even recognizing that y'all jumped the first and they in the right. They said, hey, y'all know what they telling the white people? Y'all know what they're preaching? Listen, those black folks stick together. Y'all saw they came and defended one of theirs. You think they ain't playing that video with that black man hitting that white woman that was defenseless sitting down with a chair on top of the head? You think they ain't playing that video when that brother pushed that woman off the bridge in the water and they thinking, oh, we gonna have to do something about this? In Alabama? And I ain't heard not one of y'all talk about it. I ain't heard not one person talk about retaliation. Be prepared. Sure up the community. Why? Because we think they're gonna operate like us. And we don't even operate like that. How many times a game person get jumped and get beat up, and that's how you know the neighborhood gets shot up? They more evil than us at times. And not one of y'all, I ain't heard not one person. I done watched news. I done seen all this coverage on it, and ain't nobody said that say, hey man, those communities need to sure themselves up. Y'all need to sure yourselves up. Get your defense ready. Don't be going outside walking by yourselves. It's hot out here. Listen, they gonna be looking. They may be looking to retaliate. Because you know what they're saying? And they have a point. They said, hey, when they went into all them boys, they was like it was 10-5. They said it was first 5-1. They understood that. But they was like, when they got in them boats, it was 50. They're not looking at the fact that they jumped them first. They dismissing that. You know what they showing? I'm telling you guys, y'all not listening to a brother. You know what they showing? They showing that black man they showing that black man pushing that woman off the bridge in the water. And they showing that black man with that chair, that lady sitting down like this. That's how I put it as my thumbnail. And he hit over the head with the chair. And y'all up here talking, yeah, he hit it with the chair like he in the WWE. And I'm looking at y'all like, okay, cool. Like, it happened. I'm glad we got away unscathed. I'm glad they arrested him. But what we gonna do now? Is this truly a victory? I mean, y'all was sitting to me at church. I was in church playing the piano. My wife was like, man, I was wondering what you was doing. The preacher preaching, like my phone is going on, ding, ding, ding. And I'm looking at the video and I'm like, what in the world? And one of the brothers that's older than me talking about, stay on cold, King. And I'm looking at him like, Negro, do you know that this is problematic? This ain't Bud Crawford versus Errol Spencer. This isn't that. This isn't Floyd versus Madonna. This ain't a boxing match. This real life, folks. Did I have a problem with it? They did what they did. No matter if I had a problem with it or not. It is what it is. It happened. Now what do we do next? Well, what's the next move? Okay, cool. We beat some people off the boat. You know what I'm saying? We beat some brakes off some white people. You know, that jumped one of ours to show that we gonna come. It's sad. The only time we can come together is when somebody else beating us. I hope that this sparks unity throughout the community. I just don't think so. I'm very pessimistic. I'm not very optimistic that that's what's going to happen. I hope that this sparks togetherness. I'm seeing about a week or two, and we right back to things as usual. But y'all think them white folks gonna forget that? It is what it is. And let's talk about it. And listen, when you go out and you do something like that, one thing I liked about the civil rights community, right? And me and my wife was talking about this on the way home. One thing I liked about the civil rights community is this. The civil rights had things in place where they knew that they were going to get arrested, right? So what they would do is civil rights plotted for the young people to get arrested, right? We got that young brother that jumped in the pool, jumped in the water to swim to go help this brother. We need more of those, but what we're failing them is we don't have a plan. We don't have an effective plan for those who will jump in the deep and give their all to try to help another brother. What's the game plan now? They say he's 16-year-old, allegedly. What's the game plan for that 16-year-old that risked his life to go help another brother that he saw hurt? Is it go back to the hood and join the gang? Is it some type of program to build up the community? Because those are the type of young brothers that we need, but the older ones, we got to have a plan. GoFundMe is an option. It's not a plan. They tell you all the time. They say, hey, you should have insurance. GoFundMe is not insurance. That's not a plan. That's an option. That's a hope. That's a hope that people come through and give. But none of y'all are talking about retaliation. I've heard not one person utter the words retaliation. You know why? Because we too busy celebrating. And I'm sitting here listening. I'm sitting here and I'm like, wait a minute. Let me go see what these white folks saying. I heard what the black folks say, yeah, Chair and Macho Man and oh, he Uso'd them. I heard all the jokes. I heard everything. I heard everybody posting their memes and putting everything up with the chairman of the board. And I heard them talk about the brother swimming, the black Michael Phelps. I heard all that. I heard the fun and jokes and games of it. And then I said, okay, cool. That's cool. And I laughed and I had a good time. That's why I had a good time with it too. I said, okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Then I thought about it. I said, well, wait a minute. If they did this to black people, how would I be feeling? I said, let me get online and let me go look at some. See, y'all don't understand. See, y'all think I'm for Republicans and red. I'm independent. But I watch both sides. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm independent, and because I lean more, you know, if you're, you know, most Christians, I'm an independent and I have, you know, traditional morals, that you lean more conservative, right? So I'm privy to a little bit of conservative and hearing what the conservatives are saying. And I go listen to the conservatives and I hear what they're saying. And I'm like, okay, all right, I see these cold words that they use. You know what the conservatives are saying? They legitimately saying, hey, man, hey, my people, white people. They call it like, hey, my people. The brother said, my Caucasian brother said, my people. And he was talking to white folks. He said, do you see how they came together to the aid for that black man? What are we going to do? I said, uh-oh. Interesting. He said, my people, he said, now, we've been taught. So you know what the conversation was? The conversation turned into, we've been taught to, when it comes to us defending ourselves, that we shouldn't do it. It's a leftist agenda to say we shouldn't defend ourselves, but we're seeing that the lefts and the blacks are able to defend themselves. What about our rights? I was like, interesting. 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 Are we gonna let them just run over our people like that? This is online. Go look it up. And y'all be like, well, King, it's just online. Do y'all not understand that the guy that shot up the church, the white kid that shot the church, he pretty much put his whole manifesto online? You know where they find the righteous boards and all this stuff? That stuff happens, that recruitment happens online, then they get behind into then they get behind into their closed doors, the DMs and all that stuff. Well, we use the DMs just to holler at females, they get into the DMs and organize. So my question is, black people, okay, cool, we want to fight. Great. What's next? What's next? We came together to throw punches. We like fighting. That's what I mean. Y'all get excited about it. King, how you know? Because when the fight goes to school, what everybody do? Run towards the fight. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. You know what I'm saying? We like it. We find enjoyment there. It gets our buzz ball. It's cool. I mean, we're energetic people. But if it was me and I was a leader of the community, I would be looking at my people and saying, hey, okay, listen, we need everybody to, if I'm in the churches, if I'm one of the community leaders, I'm having a town hall, and I'm calling everybody together, especially now since we're unified. We can unify though it blows. But now we need to unify with a plan to make sure that everyone is safe. Because guess what? We just didn't attack some jokers. We attacked their wives and white people and their wives and their white women too. And y'all know if anything that white people love more than anything, white men will fight and die over is their women. They will fight and die over their women. How you know, King? Where do you think the feminist movement came from? The feminist movement didn't come from black people. Black women just jumped on the feminist movement. That was white men simping and saying, okay, baby, you can have what you want, blah, 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 blah. Give what you want, blah, 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 blah. Now, you know, they came at, y'all know white men actually developed the red pill, like all the stuff the black folks talk about, that came from white dudes. That didn't come from us. It was a couple of us saying it, but white guys was the ones saying, I'm tired of her taking half of my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Well, y'all think that simps more than that? White guys simp way more than us. Where y'all think carrots come from? Carrots come from entitlement that white guys give white women. Well, black women like, y'all just don't protect black women. You know what I'm saying? That's where carrots come from. And y'all honestly think they're not sitting there and saying, okay. They're not sitting there saying y'all rejoice and throw shots. And y'all, and it was funny, y'all on here on Twitter, y'all on Facebook, y'all on the gram, y'all out here just throwing shots at the shots. Y'all got jokes for days. Y'all got jokes for days. Y'all got jokes all over the place. And I'm sitting there saying, okay, cool. Yeah, have fun with it. But listen, somebody need to be planning and say, hey, man, we need to get together and make sure we have a protection around our people. We need to make sure we have a plan to watch out for different things and look out for retaliation. Y'all think the Ku Klux Klan is sitting there? Y'all think that these racist organizations, the Aryan Brothers, y'all think that these racists ain't plotting? Y'all think they sitting there and they ain't seeing this on social media? And they ain't sitting there saying, They saying that the guys were racist, right? I've seen reports, I haven't had it, allegedly. They said allegedly that some of the guys were racist. You think they crew ain't sitting down saying, all right. Y'all better hey, listen, if you're a black person really in the world, but if you're a black person in Alabama right now, you better keep your head on the swivel. Why is no one else saying this? You better not let your women be going out there by themselves. I'm gonna run to the store, honey, and let me go with you. Make sure you carry that thing with you. Make sure you keep that sit down with you. I ain't heard not one person. I'm sitting online and I'm looking at this and I'm like, interesting. If that was me, how would I feel? And then they got jokes about it. They got jokes about it. We came together to fight. Whoopie-doo. You know what I'm saying? What's next? We did all. Listen. I tell y'all. Somebody said it. Who was that? Adams. He said, "King, I expect you to say what you always say," and he's right. When y'all was up there with George Floyd, and I'm looking at y'all was up there riding and doing all that stuff, and breaking in and stealing stuff. I had a friend on Facebook sit there and say, "I can't wait till they ride down here." You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give me a TV. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen. When all that stuff happened, I was like, man, y'all just, we're going to be the same situation a couple years from now. I mean, it's going to be the same situation. King, we should count our victories. That's a victory? That's a victory? Okay, I give it to you. It helps our maybe it gives a boost to our morale as a people. So what do we do with the boost? What's the end game? Y'all tell me. We fought. What's next? What's the end game? I say my plan is make sure that everybody's protected. Make sure that nobody goes out by themselves. Make sure there's a coalition set up around Alabama around that time. Make sure everybody's set up together. Make sure this is the time that everybody will make sure our children, make sure the kids are protected. Make sure the women are protected. Men, make sure that you go out and you're protecting yourselves at all costs. That's next. Just to be on the lookout for retaliation. God's willing, there is none. God willing, it's over with. It's dead in the water. And you know, we just got a victory. Got a dub, got some beatdowns, we got some dubs, right? God's willing, that's what it is. I would say this though, in a humorous fashion, and to be kind of more funny on this one. And my time's almost up. I would say this, like I heard somebody saying, well, the girl, she didn't go down there and the girl reported on it. She didn't go down and throw no balls. She was too busy recording it. See, y'all gotta understand, right? And that's what I tell people all the time. See, everybody has a role. Everybody has a plan. And stop comparing what your role is to what my role is. All right? I tell my kids this when I was in school. I was telling them in school. I said, listen, man. I said, when they had that draft, I want you guys to go out there and fight hard. They're like, what about you? I said, I'm too old to fight. My time is gone. So my thing is to make sure that I put y'all mentally in a capacity and the best situation that you guys can go out there and fight well and be protected. Not everybody needs to be out there fighting. And I tell y'all this all the time. Some people need to control the narrative. Because if the narrative get out of whack, guess what? The whole tide can change on you. And the young lady that was sitting there, that was giving the play-by-play, it was two of them. I think it was two of them. It was one that that's talking about from the boat when it's beating them, and then one that was on the dock, right? The one at the dock, they should hire her because she did an awesome job. Her play-by-play, her color commentary was the best color commentary I've seen of all the fights. It was better than Bud. Her color commentary was better than WWE. You know what I'm saying? It was better than the fight they had. That's all I need to hire her because it did the poop. Get him. Hey, she was on it. Her color commentary was fantastic. But we need that because you need somebody to control the narrative. We would have never known what was going on if she wasn't giving us the play-by-play. Hey, the boat was moving, blah, 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 blah. They jumped that man, and Now, a lot of times these narratives are wrong. It seems like in this one that they might have been correct. We'll find out more information about it, the more information that we study and find out about it. But everybody ain't going to be down there throwing hands. The Joint Chief of Staff ain't out there fighting. They planning. The president ain't fighting. If fighting started in Washington, D.C., the president ain't going to war. They getting him to a bunker. They get him to Air Force One. Why? That's not his job. We got other people to go out there and fight for. We need him to make decisions and lead the free world. Why shit? We're not expecting the women to fight for us. I was happy to see some black women. I told my wife first, I didn't see many black women. Then I went back and watched it. She said, watch it again. Yes, it did. And I did see some black women down there fighting with their men. Then I turned around and heard the black women, oh my God, black women, y'all can't have everything. They talk about, oh, if y'all would fight for us like y'all fought for that brother that was jumping, if y'all fought for us, we be like, man, as much trouble as y'all give us, why would we? Why? Why? It's all the time you guys give us as black men. Why would we jump out there and fight? I would tend to believe if it was a woman in that situation, more people would have jumped down there and went out there and fought for her. I'm actually shocked that they would not have fought for the brother. But I think alcohol had something to do with it too. Like, you know, a lot of them were drunk. Everybody's kind of drunk. It's just, it was a bad recipe. You know what I'm saying? You live in black folks' boat over a long time period of time. When they supposed to get off the boat, they still on the boat. You know, they may have been drinking a little bit, having a good time. Got some spirits in them. You know what I'm saying? You knew somebody was going to get swung. When they came off the boat with their shirts on, somebody's going to get stole. Ain't nobody just taking their shirt. They ain't taking their shirt off not to hit somebody. And somebody, if everybody got, especially if you got some nickel poops in your crew, you got some dudes that's crazy in your crew. He come out with his shirt off. He come out the shirt. He pretty much ready to fight. They talk about throwing the hat up as a signal. Nah, when your brothers came with no shirts on, like they was coming out the jungle, I was like, hey man, it's about to be a fight. You know what I'm saying? I've been church looking at my phone like, oh, they about to fight. They about to beat these white boys down. And sure enough, they start beating the white boys down. They beat up the white, they didn't care, and they didn't have any prospective person. I kind of agree with that. They didn't have any prospective person. The woman, it didn't matter if you was a woman, man, boy or girl, you was catching them hands. You was catching them hands. And this is what I try to tell my black women. I said, listen, black women, you guys scream all that independence to war hit. Then when war hit, guess what y'all started talking about? Hey, we need y'all to go out there and defend us and fight for us and fight for our honor. But it did my heart good to see black. I will say that's one positive that I did see out of it. You had a black women and black men were fighting together. You know what I'm saying? They were fighting together. They wasn't fighting each other. But that's a bad positive though. You know what I'm saying? That's like low hanging fruit to be like, oh, at least they wasn't fighting each other this time. That's horrible. That's the narrative. Like, oh, I'm so glad I'm glad at least this time we wasn't fighting each other, we was fighting somebody else. That is true though, because I be telling black guys all the time. I like y'all be real hard with us, with yourselves, but when you get out there with the white folks, man, y'all be like, yes sir, no sir. Yes sir, master, no sir, master. And be somebody on your own team, y'all be ready to kill them, ready to shoot them and kill them. You know what I'm saying? Listen. So, I mean, if you want to call that a positive, that's a false positive. They wasn't fighting themselves. Cool. Yippee-ki-yay. You know what I'm saying? And we wasn't fighting ourselves. Great. You know, but come on, man. Like, don't be acting like this had to go down. Like, the brothers literally got off the boat. When they got off the boat, they went down with their shirts off and went started the argument all over again. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, we don't know how long it took them to dock. Because they had to move their boat. Because their boat was on this side. They had got finished fighting the black guy. The boat was on this side. They had to move their boat and go all the way around to come back there. So we know it was a period of time. Hold on, what is this? We know it was a period of time before the boys got off the boat. Now, they could have been amped up. It could have been anger. It could have been all that. They could have been very amped up and ready to go, riled up to go. You know what I'm saying? By that time, they could have been mad. They could have been more upset or whatever. But that fight had been done. You know what I'm saying? So that definitely was retaliation. Definitely retaliation. And that guy, it is what it is. It happened now. You know what I'm saying? Now we got to deal with the consequences. And the consequences needs to be this. Y'all need to make sure that if you're in that community, you know, if you're in that community, make sure that you guys lock it down. Make sure y'all look out for each other. You know, if you saying this is the president, I hope this is the new president where we're fighting and looking out for each other. I hope this is the new norm. I mean, I've been seeing the other video where the guy in the store and the white man talked about him, called him boy, what you gonna do, boy? What you gonna do, boy? Do something, boy. The boy did something. And then he turned around to the boy, I didn't do nothing to you. He's like, man, whatever, bro. You know, said that verbally abused this guy for 10 minutes. He could do something, boy, do something. And then when he beat the brakes off of you, he's like, I ain't do nothing to you. But y'all think the white guys are talking about, he got jammed. He got jammed. Well, he got to go get them niggers. Y'all be safe out there, man. I've been trying to tell y'all, hey, all these victories and W's look like, and I'm telling y'all, listen to it, brother. Listen to me, man. Have a plan. Have a plot. I'll say we're going to be over an hour, we'll be an hour. I got to go. Have a plot. Have a plan. Get the community together. Community, this is the chance. If you're going to use this I hope something positive comes out of it. I do. So I don't want to end on a negative. I hope something positive come out of it. I think this is an amazing time to come together as a community. More together as a community. Make sure that everyone is safe. Make sure that everyone is operating together as a community. And, you know what I'm saying, shoring up the community. You know, shoring it up. Making sure your dollar runs in your community where you guys, everybody is getting, is building financially. Is building with love and care and kindness. And let me say this. Who was that? My boy Paul told me, he said, King, he said, sometimes in order to have peace, you gotta have a peace. I don't want y'all thinking that fighting is always not the answer. No. Sometimes you gotta go to war. Sometimes you gotta throw them hands. Sometimes you gotta duke out. Sometimes you gotta go. There's a lot of times you gotta go. Right? But the ones who really, really, really think about the great you guys y'all read 48 Laws of Power. That was your book. We read the 48 Laws of Power. They say to go to war without a plan is idiotic. You already lost the war. You've already lost it. Think about the great empires. Not only were they fighting, but they had a plan to systematically take over. They had a financial plan. They had a plan of the ones who grew the empire, the Roman Empire, Constantine, the Great, Alexander the Great. Those guys who legitimately grew their empire, Ramses, who legitimately grew the empire. They had a plan. And then they had a plan. They just didn't go fight. They had a financial plan. They had a physical plan. And they had a plan to occupy and to make sure that they kept the dominance in their region going forward. And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, cool, this happened. It could be a blessing if we develop a plan to go around it. If we develop a plan and we grow around it. And we see, okay, yeah, if we work together, if we can fight together, we can make some changes in this country. We are more a majority together than we are apart. We proved it. Listen, we proved it. Think about how we proved it. This is an example of something that could happen in our communities that we've proven. One, we've proven that together united, we're better, right? Two, we're proving that together united, we have a political voice. And we always prove with our finances together in our finances, if we ever unite together in our finances, that we will be like a strong financial country. But it takes us pulling together and having effective plans to move forward. Now watch what's going to happen. Rather than Negroes listening to what I'm saying and trying to find if I'm saying makes sense, they're going to go throw disses and say, oh, he don't want to fight, he a punk and blah, 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 right? These the idiots y'all don't need to listen to. Because they're going to have you out there and they're going to have you unprepared. They're going to have you out there and they're going to have you lacking because they have no plan. I'm giving you a plan to say, hey, let's plan. This is an opportunity to come together financially. This is an opportunity to pull together as a unit around each other. Use this as an opportunity to come closer together. Make the dollar go around the community. Look out for each other. Love on each other. Protect one another. And if we do that, it'll grow the community. And not only will it grow, guess what happened? You become a stronger force when you're together. What this did show is this. This is the one thing, and I'm going to leave off this. What it did show is that one person against them can't do it. But when we come together, there is strength in numbers. Very much so. I love you, my people. We'll come back and we'll talk about Jonathan Majors is still in the what New York got going on with Jonathan Majors is crazy. That's crazy. They pushed it back. The girl that they said has that he allegedly assaulted, she fled the country. They don't have a witness. They should drop the case altogether, right? They don't have a witness. But there is something that is wrong. I see this wrong with Jonathan Majors. We'll talk about it another time, all right? That'll probably be the show. It's your boy, King Joe. I appreciate you guys. I think you guys for spending time with me. Woo! I was trying to get out. I almost got an hour. I almost got an hour. I'm trying to get another hour. 30 minutes is great. So I thank you guys for spending time with me. I appreciate you guys so much. Hey, y'all have a great rest of your evening. I see you guys on the other side. Hey, comment on the low, share the video. Make sure you go to my YouTube and subscribe. Go to YouTube and subscribe. Facebook, add me on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook. Add me on Twitter. Hey, we're going to be moving some stuff around a little bit. I'm checking what I'm doing. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm letting you guys know what I'm doing off the rip, right? I am checking and I'm seeing the platforms that are responding to the content. And the platforms that respond to the content, we're going to give more content. The platforms that don't respond or don't show propensity to respond, we're going to shut those platforms down. So if you want to continue to see the King, Black Opulence versus Hoodrich on Facebook, make sure y'all share and like, share. Make sure y'all follow. If you want to see it on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and follow. Because what we're doing is we're testing. Right now I'm in a testing phase to see where the numbers are going. And the place that's giving us the most numbers is the place that's going to give us the most content. That's the place that we're going to give you the most content. If it's Facebook, cool. But what I learned in my 30-day relay, I had the 30-day create there, the 30-day relay. I learned that, hey, we can still grow without being prevalent on this social platform. The crazy thing is, I get some of the most, the crazy thing is I get some of the less numbers here, and I know more people here on Facebook than everything. So what that tells me is that, hey, if the people that I know are not willing to support, then we need to move to the next to the next ones, those who will support, those who will show love, those who do that. That's just smart business. All right. So listen, I love you guys. Y'all be blessed. Y'all have a great day. Y'all know who it is, man. It's the King Joe Black, Opulence versus Hoodrich. Let's go.
Hoodrich. Give it up for your host, the one and only King Jason Jordan.